Welcome to Pillage Overload! Did I do okay?
You almost got it.
I almost got it.
You almost got it.
I'm one of your hosts, Lashing, and
Ballast.
welcome back.
Welcome aboard.
Back.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome back.
We are back for season 8, baby. We are back.
Yep, we're definitely.
Yeah. Ooh, we sound good. Look good. Yeah. Ooh, we sound good. Look good. Look at us. Look at us go. Ooh, we sound good. Look good.
Okay.
Yeah, stop that. You can stop that part.
Let me stop that right there.
Let me get the
So
21st century objects out of our.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
view.
it's a little bit more clear. That
other than that big ass microphone that's sitting there, we had little technical difficulties as we do. Pirates.
Every fucking
So,
season,
we got
every
this
week, every month, every
big old-
year, every day.
Big old microphone, which hopefully is working well.
We're moving on up to the south side.
To the east side.
We're south side.
Oh, say it, south side.
More south side. So, welcome back.
Anyway, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
2023.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Hanukkah. Happy everything. Happy survive the apocalypse. We are here in 2023.
Merry 2023.
Merry 2023.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Here we are. All right.
So hopefully we get people joining us.
Yeah.
Anyway, the count
really.
is on, but we got some quiet people out there.
Shh. Don't everybody talk at once. Please don't everybody talk at once.
So we got a lot of this past year for Christmas. We decided to be a little bit more intentional.
Just making up words now.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
We were a lot more intentional with a gift giving this year, which was me buying a lot of shit from Amazon.
Yeah, we kind of
a lot of shit from Amazon.
It was a lot of small stuff this year. We never really go big on gifts. And
we do, but it's one of those where we're like talking like I really want this, and this year we didn't have anything really huge like that. So it was just a lot of small stuff. A lot of stuff we needed.
It'll be incremental throughout the year.
It's been incremental.
Christmas is all year long.
Yeah, well, it's definitely been for the last 4 weeks.
It's like a
Amazon was very kindly.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Amazon was very kindly let me know I had 44 orders in the last 3 months.
Yikes.
Yeah, that equates to out of 12 weeks, probably to 3 orders a week.
Yeah, pretty soon Bezos will be on the phone with us like, yo.
No, I'm sorry, it's almost 4 orders a week.
Yo, you guys are awesome. I love my mansion.
I would love my mansion too. But
Please keep paying my bills.
One of the things that I didn't get off Amazon, because not everything is perfect from Amazon, I got us a new calendar. We got our very own Parlay calendar, and it's the logo of season 8 on the cover. It was on the website was having a big sale, so I decided to go through and take pictures of us. Ballast and I, some with the crew, some with
her and me and her.
Me and her.
She and I.
Him and I.
Us,
the two of us. So I took the pictures of hello, JP Jr. Hopefully you're feeling better.
Hi, bud.
No more COVID. Damn it. Everybody.
Welcome to Pillage Overload.
Yeah, welcome to Pillage Overload.
Yeah.
So everybody's been getting COVID. There's a bunch of people at work who are getting COVID. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, I went through and I took a bunch of pictures of this is us at MTA last year on this.
Like you took these pictures.
Susan Constant. No, Lisa Margolis take this one. It looks fantastic.
Oh no.
Bye-bye. Somebody's trying to buy the house.
Yeah. She got people calling her during the live stream. I love it. Yes.
Now go back to live.
Goodbye.
Okay, we're back live. I have to make sure I'm back to normal sorts. Good. Bitch, go away. Fucking, I gotta start blocking numbers again.
Nothing like that to start the season off.
Right?
Let's start it off right.
As I was,
Anyway.
March Irish Festival. Then April, Yorktown. So see the theme here? May, Blackbeard. June, Newbern. July, Smith Mountain. Are we seeing a pattern yet? August, Bristol. September is Maryland Ren Fair. November or October. Probably be good.
Skip a month.
Skip a month.
Be good not to skip a month.
Especially one of our favorite months. October is Waxhaw during the year of the plague. And then November is Cedar Key. Hopefully we'll be back this year. And then, of course, December was us at the Henricus because we finally went back. We told you guys last season we'd go back, and we finally went back, and we got an awesome picture with our friend Father Christmas, Randall.
Father Christmas.
So this just came in today, and shithead here.
Yeah.
Opened it before I got home.
Wah, wah.
But this will go on our door in our kitchen, so I'm super excited. The pictures came out fabulous. And if I say anything, this is probably along the lines of your custom mug from last year.
Yeah. It's not as good, but it's close.
Because it's not just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a big coffee mug.
It's a shared
gift. It doesn't hold coffee.
Doesn't hold rum either. So yeah, that was one of the gifts I ordered before New Year's, and it showed up today. So super excited. That is hopefully for a well-documented year of 2023. That we don't lose the days and our months like we did in 2020.
Well documented.
Well documented.
So, yeah, lots of booty.
Lots of booty.
Lots of booty, baby.
And Mish, we're back.
Booty. Oh.
We're not that kind of show. Don't get us kicked off of YouTube.
So we are on season 8. Yay.
Season 8. Don't even want to get there.
So we're both reminiscing.
Reminiscing.
Oh, the seasons, how they pass so quickly.
Oh, well, what was I saying? Like February is officially 3 years since we started doing this. Yeah. And then sometime next season, we'll be hitting our 100th episode.
Yeah.
So
stand by for that.
It's going to be a big event extravaganza.
Hold fast.
Big giveaway. Lots of goodies. Hopefully lots of goodies. Well, we're a small business after all, so there could only be so many goodies. Hopefully we'll figure out some goodies. We got time to think about it. Be awesome to hear what you want to hear. Hear what you want to hear. Hear what you want to hear.
See what you want to hear.
See what you want to hear.
Hear what you want to see.
How is the cannon building research going?
Cannon building research?
Yeah, how's the cannon building research going? Are you building another cannon carriage?
Not yet. I've been building boxes. I've made a couple boxes. I'm trying to finish up stuff for getting our trailer ready to use for the season. What else? Just little projects, stuff that's been accumulating. I think the next thing I'm going to work on is going to be a couple of hat stands that we might put up for sale. I got some cool stuff. Got some resin skulls for that.
Hey, I thought those were for our hats because we need more hat stands.
Do we?
I thought those were for us.
All right. Well, maybe we'll keep them then.
Yeah, we'll keep them.
Yeah, but, I built a really cool shelf that is all put together by pegs and things like that. Stuff we need for camp. I'm gonna start working on like games, things like that for sale and for the year.
We're talking small games in camp that you can use without too much brain function.
Yeah.
So for sure, the best way to say it is without a lot of brain function.
Stuff kids can play, things like that.
Or drunk pirates.
Or after hours, things that we can do while we're drinking rum. Mm-hmm. So, things are happening.
A lot of the projects he's also starting to work on, he's going to start documenting more. And we plan on this year coming out with how-to PDFs.
Yeah. So those boxes that I built, I'm going to make a PDF with instructions on how to build it. I'm going to do stuff like that. Probably going to be filming myself more out in the shop, building things. I really kind of slack at that.
Don't we all?
It's hard because I want to get things done, and having to film while you're building something takes time.
Well, they always say in a lot of the videos that filming it takes like twice the amount of time.
Yes.
So I
And
get
for me,
it.
that's hard for me
Well,
because I want
I
to.
get it.
Once I start something,
wanna
like
finish.
you get in the groove and you don't want to stop, film something. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do it where I don't have to stop.
Oh, you're gonna be stopping.
Maybe do a lot of voiceovering.
I think. Well, like I was saying, I think if you do from multiple, there's gonna be a lot of. Well, here's the problem.
Yeah.
The way to make him not stop in the shop means a lot more editing for me on the computer. So
Yes.
who's gonna be doing more work here?
Well, I can help with that. I mean, it's stuff that where there's big chunks that need to go away, that I could probably handle that part.
Yeah.
And just send you the fine details.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
still gonna be a lot of editing.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of editing in my future. Thank God we got a new computer that can handle all the editing.
Yes.
But that was one of the things we were talking about with new products in the shop this year. He's been doing some really cool stuff with chairs and a lot of that. And obviously, being small business and the way shipping's been going, it's not ideal shipping. So the focus will still be with him doing his hand painted flag. So hey, designs out there,
Yeah.
new year, commissions are open.
Anybody who wants a flag, I'm wide open, baby.
And we still have Blackbeard and Calico Jack that are both available on the shop. They're 3x5s, hand painted. But the idea of his PDFs would be him working on these unique projects that you guys see us with camp and all. Obviously, if you're local and you come around a camp and you see the item and you want it, everything has price.
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale. But the idea is for those like West Coast or overseas, and it's just ridiculous to be paying that shipping. We now have an opportunity to be able to support us, and with his
and build it yourself,
and also with some of that chair you built was from a view of another guy who you said he just came up with the idea.
I think he had a friend of his built it and gave it to him. But we had a crew day. Was it?
It was May last year. No, it was last year.
Early last year.
Because we had the fly and everything.
Yeah, early last year we had a crew day. And the crew converged on this gentleman's house, who is a reenactor in Jamestown. And he
retired.
Was. And he had a really cool outbuilding on his property that we all stayed at, and he had this chair in there that was a 3-legged chair that was really cool. And so I took some pictures of it and built my own version of it,
which you said was really comfortable.
It is. It's actually a really cool chair because it's got the seat, and then it's got a post in the front with it's kind of like a.
You can sit either way. It was either you sit on that way or that's your back support.
Yeah, you can use that as a back support, or you can face it, and it's got a little table that sits on top of the post that you can kind of lean on or whatever, and
And what you do with that what'd you do with that little top thing?
Top, I drilled a hole in it so you could put a cup in there.
The pirate's best friend.
Yeah.
Drink holder.
Well, I also know where this thing's gonna get used at in the Loose Cannon Company encampment. So setting a drink on this little shelf, somebody's gonna knock it off. So I put a drink holder in it.
Do you have your own Parlay special proprietary grog?
We do not.
It's not. Hold on.
Proprietary.
It's not proprietary, but we do have our own special Parlay grog. That's exactly what this is.
I have a drink.
It is known as the pink stuff, and it is known throughout anybody who knows us in the pirate community to come visit Ballast and Lesson for some of the pink stuff, for the good stuff in camp. I have to yell at him sometimes because I go and get some of it and I'm like, It's gone. I didn't even get a drink. It's gone.
Yeah.
So it is a special recipe. It is a really good mix. It's got good electrolytes in it, which is also very, very
Keeps
good.
you healthy.
Especially when you're drinking 100 proof rum and you don't want those hangovers.
Lessening the hangover.
And that's Glenn, by the way.
Oh. Hi, Glenn.
So, but yeah, that is
we'll have to make you some, Glenn, next time we see you.
Yep. Hey, dudes.
We'll put it together for you.
That's Deb. How you doing, Deb? Glad to see you join us.
Welcome to the party.
Hi, Navi.
Welcome to the party.
Look for the pirates. So one of the big things is that he's able to do a lot of the research on the historical of the woodworking and kind of rebuild it in the modern century stuff. And it ends up being in a camp or in the house. So I think it's really a cool idea that we're going to turn it into a PDF with maybe some of your research behind it, where it came from, that we'd be able to, as an instant download. And we're hoping to have it on the shop in the next month or so. We got to obviously make it work.
So, for instance, what she's referring to is the boxes that I make are put together with screws, but I try and hide them as much as possible so that you can't see them from the outside. So when you're looking at it, it doesn't look like it's built with screws, but putting it together that way, it'll be a lot stronger, because a lot of this stuff is going to get abused and you want it to last. So yeah, I kind of have to do it that way. If I did it with, pegs and just dovetailed everything,
I think that would have been that's
wouldn't last as long.
It would if we had the right wood, which is very difficult to get our hands on nowadays.
And if we took care of it like it should be taken care of.
I might have think that they probably abused it back then too. I really think a part of it is just
people love stuff back then.
The quality
people
of
don't
wood.
Love things now like they love things back then.
I love you. You're a thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking care of you, right? My jar of dirt. So my jar of dirt is making some pretty cool stuff in the woodworking realm. I'm actually really excited about some of the other things we're talking about him trying to do. And it will open up a lot more for Ballast on the woodworking side, obviously, because we have to think about the business and what we can do to turn around. And his time is valuable on both sides of us doing the reenacting of that. So I think that is going to be really neat. And if anything, just for those who are nerdy and like to read, we could, some of the back research he might find we'll include on there. But I think that'd be really neat with some of the stuff we're doing. So that's some of the new stuff he's going to be bringing into the shop, is those PDFs and those board games. Deb, you'll be happy to know I found plans how to do Shut the Box, and I have tasked him with at least making one, because I want to have a handmade one of Ballast in the shop in camp, because I think that'll be a lot of fun.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh, it'll be great. You just gotta do it. You just gotta go and do it. Some of the other things new coming this quarter, because we are going to try to get some stuff up in the shop more frequently, is I have 18th century style shirts. They are machine sewn, but they have the gussets. They're long, almost 40 inches long, so they go down to your knees. So those, yo, Mr. Willis.
What's up, Willis?
Be on. So I got new shirts coming on. I call them one size fits Shay.
And they fit me perfect, by the way. I did a little photo shoot with one, so we'd have pictures for the website, put one on. Yes.
He was the model of the design I did on the size. He is the modern
male.
He's the modern fit male. I love you.
Me and modeling like this. That's how we are.
So I got 18th century shirts that are going to go up. I have a couple of fancy 1760 short vests that'll be going up, and then probably within another month I'll be having more of the standard longer vests like what we're wearing right now. and some fancy haversacks. I think last year or the year before, I joked around and said, what do you do with some extra fabric? And never came up with what I did with it. I got some fancy haversacks that will also be going up. So
might be more for the Ren Fair crowd, but
it's pretty. It's a little bit of
might be a little pretty for them reenactor types.
Then it's got his cooties. You trying it being your fit size to you. It's got your.
I was clean when I put it on.
It was only one. Alone. You want to put them on, and then we can send one to him.
No. If we send one to him, we ain't getting it back. That's for sure.
This is true. This is very true.
And if we did, it definitely wouldn't be in the condition that we sent it in.
No. We all have all patches and everything on it.
Yeah.
The intention is that this year we're going to try to get some more new product up on the store each month. That's our high pie in the sky goal. We are a small business after all, so we got to keep that going. So go and check out the website, parlay.com. Just in case you know.
Yeah.
We also have a huge, I tell you, huge season ahead of us with the loose cannon, with the loose cannon company. Or female pockets. Oh yeah. That's actually a really good idea. I should make some female pockets coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big ass pockets that I embroidered the cute little pirate stuff on. Ooh, yeah, I could use some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the next one thing I'll do.
Yeah. Good idea.
Let me make notes.
She's making notes.
I learned my lesson last year.
Making notes while we're doing the live stream.
Yeah, because live stream, you know what we did? You know what we didn't do last year is that we said made notes. And we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and this. And then we're like, go and watch other episodes. What no, we didn't do it. We didn't do anything we promised. We failed on our promises. Yeah. We're like
we drank a lot of rum though.
Yeah.
We did do that.
We're like politicians. We make a lot of promises and
why we didn't remember everything else we were supposed to do.
Right. So I came prepared with a blank card and a pen to make notes for this season.
God love you.
I try. But the big season with LCC this year. We are February. We got Polar Plunge.
Lots of stuff going on. Polar
Plunge, which raises money for Special Olympics. So go check out our I will post a link in the YouTube. This YouTube. The comments. No, the description. I will post a link in this description of our LCC page that we are raising money for Polar Plunge. So come donate. I have shared it to work. I've been sharing it on my personal page and our Parlay page. It is a fabulous thing that they do. Dallas and I have been going out with Mr. Willis, who has been
Mr. Willis
doing it way before we have been doing it, going out with them. We don't do a number. We let him do the number, so it's easier. Just one person to raise money, no competition.
One person as a group.
Our representative, our quartermaster. So donate to him. Donate to.
Feel free to give him a whole bunch of money.
Yes, he likes money. Go money. So that is first week of February, and then April. April is when we really start getting into the season. It's going to be pretty heavy until June. Go check out our events page again on parlay.com. I put the events for not only Parlay 8, Loose Cannon Company, but actually any pirate event across the country.
Yeah, so if it's on our calendar. Yeah. Trust me.
If I know about it, I put it on there. If it's not on there, email me at Lashing.
And we'll put it on there.
Yeah, email me at Lashing at Parlay. I will put it on there. The idea is we are pirates. We want more pirates in this world. Let us unite. Me and my cloak feel you were most honorable in your dealings with a non-pirate. And I love my non-pirates too, JP Jr. I made him this really awesome hunting cloak, and I love it. Yeah. And I'm so glad he loves it. And it's put him. It was warm.
Fantastic.
The thing was freaking heavy. I tell you that. It's all for the kids with Special Olympics. Yep.
Yay!
Actually,
all for the kids. It's a good time.
Both my uncles, actually, I don't know if Charlie ever did. I know Glenn did. Glenn actually dove into the river up in Jersey
For the polar plunge?
with
Nice.
his police group, with
Ooh,
his
and
correctional.
it was cold up there. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's
Yeah.
River. I think they went. Yeah, they went. It was Seaside. I think we went up to Seaside.
Oof.
And I don't know. I want to say Charlie did it too one year, but Glenn, if you're still on, let me know if Charlie was with you at that one time. But yeah, my family has been a big proponent of it. My mother did it for years, obviously. And then Jay and I continue to go through and we support it. We don't get in the water. But we're there, we're there for the smiles. We're there for the
support,
encouragement. So
yes.
Support.
Go, donate.
And that's really kind of we have a quiet winter, and then we go out and have a blast at that one. So I'm really looking forward to go back.
So what are we going to be doing on Pillage Overload?
Oh yeah, back to that.
Yeah, back to the
back to the show.
The live stream we're doing right now.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah. So what do we do? We're gonna start out this month by talking about a big old Captain Morgan.
I am
stoked about this.
I am.
Yeah.
So I've started reading the book Pirate King by Thomas Graham Thomas. And just reading that, it totally puts your mindset back in the late 1600s where he came out. So I'm really excited about talking about that that'll be the next 3 weeks. That is told.
Captain Morgan was a badass dude.
He was an interesting man, and the perspective and what people thought of him, and then the people who ended up referring to him later in his career and all his accolades and all that. Yeah, buddy, did it for years. Chucky came out and done it several years. I thought he did.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being there one year watching you two freezing your butts off, and I think that's when after Charlie had his nipples pierced, because I remember that being extremely cold.
That would be a good time to do it.
I just remember everything being extremely cold. If you can't be athletic, at least you can be an athletic supporter. Hell yeah! So, I absolutely love what it's for. Obviously, my family did too.
A damn good cause.
It is. So definitely go and continue support. But yes, so this season of Pillage Overload, because we're not going to be done when it comes to Polar Plunge. This month we're talking Captain Morgan.
Yes.
Like you said.
Multiple subjects.
Yeah.
Multiple things about him. The rum, of course.
So that starts next week. We'll get into detail about him. And then February, surprise?
Surprise. It's February.
Maybe we'll do some recaps of the last 3 years we've been doing the live stream or some other things.
Of course, we'll probably recap Polar Plunge, I'm sure.
Polar Plunge will definitely be
one of those weeks. But yeah.
At the dep, you're like, hey, take a picture. Picture.
Well,
why we don't live stream at Polar Plunge anymore.
Yeah. Good God. Because we can't walk 5 feet.
Hey, that's an awesome thing. I love it. It's absolutely fabulous.
It is. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
March is a little bit more defined. Obviously, it's Women's History Month, so we cannot get far without talking about women pirates. Also, with Pi Day coming around, we're going to talk a little bit about math and pirates.
Love me some pie. Was that what that meant?
No, it's not what that meant.
Not the same thing?
Hug an engineer.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah. Hug an engineer. They need a hug today. Oh.
Hug me an engineer.
Yeah, you better recognize that. What was the other thing? Oh, and Irish Festival. That's March. So we'll talk about some Irish pirates.
Oh, yeah.
Irish pirates, women pirates are always fun to talk about.
Go green, baby.
And I think going into a little bit about how piracy ruined the math world will be fascinating in it as well. So those are some of the topics we're going to talk about in March. And then we are off for April. And then May will be season 9 because we're in 8 right now. And season 9 is going to be a little bit sporadic. We're going to work around with our crew schedule. We may have some Pillage Overload at the events. We haven't fully discussed that or decided on that. But we will
maybe
make
recorded,
sure.
maybe live. Probably depends a lot on where we're at.
Yeah, I like female pirates. I'll give you 2 guesses who that is.
Mr. Willis.
Yes.
So, yeah, a lot of whether we go live or not is going to depend on where we're at because some of these places don't get the greatest internet signal in the world.
Go watch the Smith Mountain Lake video.
Yeah.
That was awful.
It is not conducive to live streaming in the high resolution that we all know and love.
But we want it. So
We'd love to.
But
whether we can or not depends on where we're at.
It's going to be whether we're on week, off week, and all that. So we will have episodes.
We may just record it. Previously recorded things.
Yeah, you'll see videos.
Things of that nature.
You'll see something. You'll see something. But what I'm trying to get at is within that time frame, we will hit 100 episodes. Yeah. I am fairly positive we will, unless we really are sporadic in our recording, we will hit 100 episodes in that season. If not, we'll hit it in the fall. Because I think by the end of we're done with this season, we'll be around 91 episodes.
Sometime this year.
So 100 will be, we're going to do something big. Like I said, we don't know how big. We're a small business, but we'll figure it out. We'll big.
We'll go as big as we can.
I heard Jay was in season. Yeah, I'll mount them later.
Well seasoned.
We'll tape it. So that's probably big coming. We'll probably have a big shindig or something like that and just celebrate. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And it'll be
something cool. Because we're cool.
Well, that, and I just can't believe it's 100 episodes. A lot of these live streams and all that, 100 episodes is a really big deal. So the fact that we are still here.
We've done this 100 times. Wow.
I don't know how I feel about that yet.
I've survived 100 episodes with you.
You've survived more than 100 episodes with me there, buddy. Mister, how long have we been married now? Yeah.
More than 100 episodes.
That's what I thought.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we got videos lined up too.
Let's fix that real quick.
We're gonna do some cool videos, things here and there.
Your tools.
Bringing believe.
What are we bringing back?
Take two,
and go.
We're bringing back Between the Bulkheads.
Are we now? Is that what we're going to do?
Yes. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's our little side project that
is not live.
It's not live streamed.
No.
So we record some stuff and we will talk on different subjects, and we're going to have a whole new setup for this. And it's going to be cool and you're going to love it. So pay attention to that. Hit the like button and subscribe and, get your notifications on. Because you're going to love it. It's going to be great.
Survived 100 episodes and never once needed an eye patch. That's going to be part of the package for
Not
the 100.
Yet.
No, that'll be part of the 100 episode giveaway, an eye patch. Yeah. You know what? And I know exactly who to get one from.
Mr.
Tucci.
Yes.
Support small business. Shop small. Mr. Tucci's on Etsy. He does eye patches.
His name's Jay too.
Yeah, his name is Jay too. He is part of the Order of the Leviathan. Really good guy. He's actually an amputee. He has a peg leg.
So hit him up.
Yeah, really good guy. So actually, that is a really good idea.
Captain J is.
Yeah.
You can probably look him up on Etsy as
you gave me that idea. I think that's going to be part of the 100.
There we go.
100 episode package.
We already got something to give away.
Jay Tucci.
Because you only need one eye to check us out. It's probably all you're gonna want. look at us with one eye.
Maybe 1 year while they're at it.
Listen with one ear, look at us with one eye.
What is the crying face for, Mr. Willis? What is that?
Oh, I know what he wants us to talk about. Would you like to come and do an episode with us, Mr. Willis? Because I know you would.
Well, that's what we gotta. Yes, that is.
We gotta work out when you're gonna come, though.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do an episode with us,
well, that's what we're talking about doing it for the summer. Is trying to have it coincide with an event, so we can have an episode.
It's either that
with certain members of the crew. It's here or there. We gotta figure out details.
Either we're gonna have to do it at an event, or you're gonna have to come here.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
So yeah, if you, from going forward,
he said I would.
Going forward,
we don't want to do the whole video thing again. That was 2020. That was so 2020. That was so 2020.
That is not happening anymore.
We are in 2023, baby.
So
we are moving on with our world.
Anybody who's going to be a guest on our live stream is going to have to come to the studio.
Whatever the studio may be that we designate at that point in time, because we were talking that like Smith Mountain Lake, we would like to go up there early. Maybe we'll have a studio out there, which is, anyway, we'll figure out the details. That's next season, baby. We still got time.
Or later this season, depending on.
Yeah, we can definitely record some stuff at events. We plan on bringing our equipment so we can do some recording. The thing with that is we need to definitely do it. I think we talked about doing that through several events, and then we get together, and we're so happy to be together.
We forget.
We love each other. We pirates love each other.
So there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those we gotta get on it, baby. Get on it. So
get her done.
It's discipline. That's the word I'm looking for.
So
discipline.
Tell us about undressing a pirate.
Oh shit. So
I'm very curious about this.
I can't give all the details. That's how I'm gonna get everybody to come watch the series. Undressing a Pirate is going to be a new series that I, your host, Lashing, will be the host of. And that's all I want to say. It's going to be episodes released quarterly because there's going to be a lot of background, and I want it to be like a total production with information, historical, and sexy pirateness.
Things happening.
La la la. There might be some,
Don't give too much away.
I'm not going to give too much away. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to start undressing a pirate from the hat down. We'll start with the head. Staying sober may be a problem. It is most of the time. On the weekend. I stay sober most of the week. The weekend, we don't want to do that anymore.
We film these videos on like Tuesday.
Yeah. Or
when
Sunday.
Nothing's going on.
Or Sunday when when I'm about to go into the damn office and do that. So yeah, Undressing a Pirate is my brainchild of a new series I'm really going to try and develop. It's going to be a quarterly episode because I know the time and effort I want to put into it. I want it to be right. I want it to be good of production. It's just me. Doing this. Ballas is really good with the eye on cuts and music and all that as I put together, but I'm the one sitting there doing that. He's been doing a fantastic job with pictures lately. He's becoming my little photographer over here. So, but
I do what I can.
So you got the Undressing a Pirate. We're talking about bringing back Between the Bulkhead because we haven't done that since I think beginning of last year. We were starting to do that. And we kind of fell off the wagon. But we put into the Smoke and Bacon app. If you guys aren't familiar with that, Smoke and Bacon is where Pillage Overload actually originated from. You're welcome to join it. It is free. It's a free platform. It's got some paid areas. We have our own community on there called Port Royal. Imagine that. So come and join us. We post a bunch of just random stuff. It'd be nice to have more pirates in there to commune with us. But we put it out to the community in there what Q&A questions they had for those who are not familiar with pirates. And we've actually got some the first question that came back was really good. So I think that will play really well into either a separate video or our March show.
We might have to do a video on that subject.
Yeah, that might be a good between the bulkheads and touch on it a little bit with the March.
I don't know if we can make a whole episode out of it, but
an episode is whatever we decide it to be. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, it could be 5 minutes, it could be say, hey, bye. There's your episode.
Hi. Bye.
We could get a lot of likes with that. So we got, as we do every year with everybody, there's a lot of intentions out there. Hey, Mr. Willis, I don't know if you weren't on. There is a, I have a pirate calendar.
Just gonna show it again, just for you.
There's lots of pirates in there.
Look at.
That's Polar Plunge. That's MTA on the ship. Here's that's not you. That's me. Gender accurate mannequin. Leave the completely naked until you have them dressed. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Actually, it's gender, this is where my mind's going, gender accurate mannequin. One of the big things I want to learn this year, as Battles is working on learning more of, I think lantern building is his big hurdle for this year, to learn and understand how to do a good 18th century lantern, because it's been his nemesis.
Building lanterns is
your nemesis. It's your nemesis. Let's just put there. So where that's his nemesis, I am starting to learn how to block a pattern based on a person's body measurements. I'm talking like every little measurement, so it fits them like a tailored suit. I'm learning how to do draft blocking and taking that draft block to convert it into the 18th century clothing, so that if I have very accurate clothing measurements, I can turn around and zoom in on the calendar.
He wants to see.
I know what he wants to see. Don't worry, I'll show you. I'll take some pictures and show it to you in the background. So I'm learning how to draft, like tailor draft patterns, and he is my guinea pig, obviously. And one of the first things I am learning, I already did his body draft, and I am planning on doing a short coat. So
you didn't want to be around for that, but.
Between that and the math I had to do, that's where I want to talk about pirates and metrics when we get to that.
That should be.
Jackson and Jacob want to take the plunge. They are more than welcome to.
Hey.
Guess who's not taking the plunge?
More power to him. I will not be going in the water.
No. But as I started last year, we were doing This Week in History episode, and I completely failed, I think, after the third week.
Fail.
I don't think I did it at all for the fall season. Do you remember me doing any This Week in History?
No. Not at all. Can I have a snack some of this? A little bit? A little something. Thanks.
He just stole my rum.
Anyway.
He forgets where he sleeps at night. Anyway.
No, I don't.
History. So with Pillage Overload, our idea has always been with the entertainment and fun stuff. Obviously, today has been, hey, welcome back. Here we're going. What we're doing. Yeah. You know, the boring shit you normally see at the beginning of the new year.
Not quite as much fun as the fun stuff.
It's a necessity. We are brand new year, new season. We got to talk about necessities.
New stuff.
We are, as I will say, a small business after all. It's a small business after all. It's a small business.
I'm not joining you on this one. It's not happening.
No, it's not working.
Nope.
Not working. Okay, so my history. I did not, obviously, because I could have just gone to the next year, because I even said that last year. I'll go every year. We're picking the weeks until I run out of years.
Still got a lot of years to go.
Oh, but obviously the Boston newsletter and the information we have, history segments are fun. The Boston newsletter, obviously around the holidays, is very sparse because they're all on vacation, they're on holiday leave. Imagine that. They do that still today. The Parliament and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the two things I wanted to bring up for today, one is within the Golden Age piracy, where we like to talk, and one is not. So the one I want to talk about is January 5th of 1709 is the HMS Arrogant, which is a third-rate ship, and that's just based on the tonnage and size and the amount of cannons.
And yes, that really was the name of the ship.
Arrogant. That's the whole what caught my
HMS
attention.
Arrogant.
Arrogant. I cannot figure out for the life of me. Most of the ships from England, their names come from battles. I can't find a battle arrogant
or people or
arrogant.
Yeah.
Or arrogant. You know what that tells me? They're just arrogant.
Yeah.
It's England.
In English.
60 cannons. It was built in 1681, so the ship was afloat for 28 years.
Which is a long time.
Yep. The English had actually captured it from the French in 1705, and it foundered in a storm. So it crashed off of England in a storm. And we had talked.
I wonder if it crashed in the same spot that
it didn't. I did check where the silly disaster was.
Yeah,
it was so silly.
That would be.
Yeah, it didn't go boom like the pirate. Yeah,
that would be ironic.
It would.
That was.
But no, it
But this English still sunk it.
Yeah,
so.
And it was still a thing of.
So they still suck.
I mean, Sicily didn't. The battle, the loss of the naval disaster of Sicily wasn't even during a storm.
Whoa.
They just were navigating horribly wrong. This was at least toward a storm. So it just threw me off there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What else you got there?
The other thing I want to talk about is actually what is today is the 5th, right? Yeah. So that's why I brought up the HMS Arrogant, because that is today in 1709. The one thing I did want to, because me and him are becoming really obsessed about, is NOLA, New Orleans. Loving it. It's so fabulous. That Mardi Gras.
That is not the
I know.
New Orleans.
It just kind of went that way.
In case you were wondering.
Mardi Gras, it's so gorgeous.
She brings Jersey to New Orleans.
I like how everyone was just taking each other's ships. Oh, yeah, they just like, hey, screw you. Hey, when you start listening to us talk about Captain Morgan, there's a lot of that going on.
Stealing the French stealing the Spanish
Dutch,
stealing
don't
the
forget,
English.
Dutch is playing in this
Dutch.
game.
The Dutch, see, they were smart.
They were like Sweden. They stayed neutral.
Yeah.
They stayed neutral a lot.
They just traded and made a whole butt ton of money.
So there was the East India Trading Company, there was a Dutch India Trading Company, and there was a West India Trading Company. So the trading company mantra was actually more across others. But so January 8th in 1851 was the Battle of NOLA, the Battle of New Orleans. And the reason why I bring that up, because there are really two big pirates, was the Lafitte brothers. And pretty much...
Yes, John Lafitte
had a brother. The Lafitte brothers are the reason that New Orleans won that battle against the British in 1851, and they were considered pirates.
And it's a damn good thing they did too. Otherwise, the United States
the whole picture of everything
not
could have
be
been
under may have been under British control if they had won that battle.
So that is
because all you got to do is think a little bit about
sounds like
where
that's
New Orleans is
Nope.
and the river that passes through it. Just think about that for a minute.
They were like the Buccaneers. So what they were in the 1850s are kind of like the Buccaneers were in the 1650s. They were very familiar with their land, the grounds they were hunting, and the ships they were using, the flatboats, that kind of thing. And in okay, and in New Orleans with the pirates and all that, they were familiar with the flatboats, the swamps, and all that. They were able to navigate. It was kind of the same idea with the back. It was like
they definitely had control of New Orleans.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
When you look at the parallelism of the Buccaneers in the 1650s, when we start talking in the next couple of weeks about Captain Morgan and what Noah and how Lafitte and all of them just they knew the backgrounds, the backlands and the swamps. So and when Ballast and I were in New Orleans for my work trip, we did the pirate walking tour with Pirates of the Quarter. Small business.
Yeah, if you're ever in New Orleans and you
go to that tour, it's so cool.
Book that tour.
They're
very good.
Either go on the day one or do the pub crawl. Either one, you're not going to be disappointed. You get a lot of information.
If you're interested in John Lafitte, you will definitely learn about him and piracy in New Orleans.
And I keep forgetting to bring that graphic down here. We got this really cool picture, a ghost picture of Lafitte and his crew and all that.
I know he was a lot later than what we portray the Golden Age piracy.
Yeah,
but
like 100 and almost 40 years later.
But still very interesting and really cool because they were still pirates and they still operated like pirates operate. Same thing.
The idea, the principle, everything. Yeah. So, and even then, back then, it was really even with you're talking about in the 1600s, was when they had the what do they call them? Where you're not allowed to trade. I forgot this.
Embargo.
Thank you. The embargoes back then. The embargoes in the 1850s. So that's why, even though those guys are way out of our time period, I still love, first off, New Orleans is
and a lot of that was going on because English had serious embargoes going on for the United States. So that is actually what made the Lafitte's rich.
And you know what? I think I'm dyslexic. Hold on. I need to check something before we get off.
What?
I might be dyslexic and wrote the year.
Oh, did you say 1850?
Yeah, it's 1815.
1815.
It's 1815.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say that. I was like,
yeah, no, I'm dyslexic lately.
Not a good thing to start being. Yeah, it was 1815, so it was
3 years after
trying to end the war of 1812.
Oh my God, I am an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I admit it.
We're allowed to get things wrong.
Hey, I'm just glad I sat here. I'm like looking and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right.
But
that's
we caught it there, so that's good.
So yes, history along with Drunken Pirates.
So what's Willis babbling on about?
Sounds like that's made up. Well, lots of the English flag and a pirate flag and lots of cannon firing. You're just making it up.
Making what up?
I don't know. This is like 5 comments ago. Give Jay a calculator. Jay didn't need the calculator. I needed the calculator tonight. Glenn's laughing. And the crocodiles. Close enough for Jay. Boo on the English. Give Jay a calculator. Nope, Jay didn't need the calculator tonight. This lady did because she's tired. It's been a long day. We got to get back into Pillage Overload, baby. But
anyway,
we're back. Hopefully this worked. We didn't have any issues this week with this.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
That is so unprofessional.
It's at the end. I can edit it out later when I start doing the editing.
Anyway, yeah. Good times. We're glad to be back. It's going to be a lot of fun. January, especially talking about Captain Morgan. I'm looking forward to that.
I am too. I'm really looking forward. I learned so much about him. I think it'll be a lot of fun to debate and talk about and get your guys' opinion and seeing what bullshit you thought you heard from the man and what's.
Yeah. And sticking around because we are going to fulfill our promises on doing the things that we are saying we're going to do.
I'm writing it down.
So,
and,
all right.
And also,
we're back, baby.
Our pie in the sky. This is my pie in the sky goal for this year. We are at 92 subscribers. I want to see that number rise this year. Getting us more subscribers and viewerships will open so much more for us to be able to do. It'll bring a lot to the table for us. And promoting a lot of local groups around here on the East Coast. You know, we're friends with a lot of pirates. Hopefully we'll be bringing them onto the show. Order members, our own crew, and
expanding our horizons is what we're doing.
And even people who may not go in the reenacting community but are very interested to have a good conversation about pirates. We're open to all that. So that is 9:25. So
just go ahead and
we're about there. So we're just gonna call it a night. We will see you guys next week for our Captain Morgan episode of He's Not Just a Pirate. He's everybody's favorite drink. And he's more real than Sailor Jerry. Ooh, did I say that word? Next week, we're going to promote next week's show. We promote next week's show always on the next week. Anyway, everybody, so you have a good one, and we will see you next week. Until then, # drink more rum. Night, everybody.